Hello, one and all, and welcome to our midnight feature presentation for It Is Always Midnight Somewhere. What game are we playing tonight? None. No games. There are no games for you tonight. Because, as we said, this is a surprise stream. It's very different from what we've done before. Well, we suppose it's not that different. But it's us getting back to our roots of being a bit of a supervillain. See, we don't like Sudoku very much. Which is a while since we start things off. Allow us to explain what happened to us yesterday. Yesterday, we discovered a newspaper just lying around, and we turned the pages. We were looking for the comic strips, just to see what they were like. We did read through the articles, perused them a bit, but mostly we ended up playing the crossword. And the crossword took a while, because it was for a local newspaper, and thus it had a lot of little regional references, which just made things a lot harder, especially since a lot of them had very simple answers to them. But ultimately, we respect the crossword. It still took us a while, but we ultimately respect the crossword. Then we turned our eyes to the Sudoku puzzle. The Sudoku puzzle took us about 7 hours, and we didn't finish it. Because we made a wrong turn somewhere, which completely threw us all off track, and of course we didn't have a pencil at the time, plus erasers give us sensory issues. Surprise, the mad scientist is neurodivergent. Ooh. Sorry about this, got it for free somewhere. It's a mix between a fidget spinner and one of those infinite bubble wrap things. Two sensory dependent fads. But now we have autism, so they're designed for us at least. Anyways, of course, being a system, we also have dissociative problems, which leads to memory problems, which made Sudoku a lot harder for us, especially since we made a wrong turn somewhere, so we kept having to redo different... We kept having to redo different, we kept having to redo the same aspects of the puzzle again and again and again in our heads just to double check that, yes, they were correct. And so eventually we realized we could go an alternative route. The problem with a lot of Sudoku is that it's very open-ended. It's very... It's just... It's just a fairly difficult game to go through, to try and figure out. And we know this stream will not be very popular. It's simply meant for the people who will view it. So, what have we prepared today? What do you think we have prepared today based on the idea of Sudoku giving us a difficult time, 6 to 7 hours worth of a difficult time? Hmm? As we very obsessively tried to solve it, and slowly, well, we didn't have any sanity to lose, but we lost our equivalent. We want revenge on Sudoku. We want revenge on the entire concept of Sudoku. All of Sudoku. We want revenge against it. Okay, but why? There are many reasons. First off, it has personally wronged us, as we've discussed earlier. It has wasted so much of our time on one puzzle which upset us greatly. We also haven't made a proper scheme in a good while. This is integral to being a supervillain. Lately, we have been stuck in the same rut. Since being stuck in this dimension, we've gone from benevolent but feared supervillain, known throughout the multiverse, to homeless person scrounging for scraps. So, we need to get back into the groove of things, yes? We need to get back into villainy at some point. We also need to practice. We have many more enemies. So, why not utilize that? Why not try and get some practice in on a non-sapient target? We're non-lethal, and it's not like you can kill the entire concept of Sudoku. So, this is a good way to practice non-lethal measures of taking down our enemies. Very good. Fourthly, we're bored. Don't think that needs much elaboration. Again, we've been getting in a rut. We need some enrichment, and for a supervillain mad scientist, revenge is the highest form of enrichment. Well, no, it isn't, but it's up there. And Sudoku had it coming. And Sudoku has it coming. It has had it too good for too long, causing so much frustration to so many individuals, including us, especially us. And now, it will get what it deserves. Okay, but how? It's as simple as you are, you ignorant fool. We simply go on multiple plans and see which ones stick. There's more than one way to skin a cat, especially when you can do so with the mad science. Don't worry, kitty, it's a metaphor. So, Plan A. Set Sudoku books on fire. This plan is as simple as it is cathartic. We gather up all the Sudoku books as we can find, throw them all into a gargantuan pile and set them ablaze. It will be glorious. We can envision it in our head. The pile stacks up to the sky, larger than the Empire State Building. And then, all it takes is one match, and the entire thing is set ablaze. We'll make sure to fireproof the surrounding area so that people don't get hurt, nor does nature. It's perfect. What? What now, got milkad? What now? Aren't you broke? Where do you buy all these books? There's some places that sell these sorts of books for $1 and 25 cents, or €1, or £1, or other such discount stores, depending on what region of the world we happen to be at that very moment. Never mind that we can barely afford food right now. Right, we're moving on to Plan B. Turn Sudoku into a fad. Ooh. Remember Pogs, fidget spinners, Beanie Babies? All things that peaked for 5 seconds and then promptly died within the year. This plan requires short-term loss for long-term gain. Namely, we make Sudoku popular for 15 seconds and then promptly pull the rug under it. It shall soon be remembered as a dying trend that got old too quickly. We're homeless, we can make this joke. Older people will be annoyed by it, which means there goes the entire primary demographic demographic of Sudoku. Diagraphic. Sorry, we're especially manic tonight because we're very excited. We actually get to do supervillainy things tonight. Anyways, we shall take our revenge against Sudoku by giving it exactly what it wants, and then snap, having it disappear like a ship in the night. What now? But the plan backfires and it stays popular. Well, Plan C, the most surefire method. The most definitive way we can get back at something non-lethally. So we have a mini time machine. Got it about 3 centuries ago from a good friend in... what dimension was it? I think it was either the one where the 17th century European aesthetics made a major comeback in the US during the 2010s, or it was where the Baroque period never ended. Easy to confuse the two on an outward glance, especially if you just visited America. No, wait, it was outside of America, so it was definitely the Baroque period one. Anyways, the time machine is not useful for much. It can't even change history in a meaningful way, the blasted thing, due to fixed point in times. See, interdimensional travel gets around this. Whenever you go back into a fast point in time, that is technically a separate dimension, and it just creates another dimension with whatever changes you made, so you can easily go back. But no, apparently if you break a fixed point in time, all of a sudden, the Time Eaters come by. Ridiculous. However, it can still allow us to meet historical figures. Essentially, we want to go back in time to meet the man who invented Sudoku himself, that is Howard Garnes. However, it is not to hurt him. Again, we like to work non-lethally, both as a moral decision, as well as proof that you don't need to physically harm people in order to get back at them. Besides, our ire is not directed at the person who invented it. We do not blame Robert Oppenheimer for the atomic bomb. We blame the people who used it. You see what I mean? Instead, we shall commit the ultimate act of revenge against an enemy, having intercourse with their parental equivalent. Yes, you know how many will claim that they have done your mother? Well, if we did that against Sudoku, that would leave us satisfied in more ways than one, and we didn't even get to do our evil laugh. What now? What now? Is that Howard Garnes? Alright. We have exhausted all of our other methods. Our more peaceful ones are ones that are less likely to get us in trouble, but also is less likely to have an impact at the world as large. We completely butchered that. Less likely to have an impact on the world at large. Thank you. We don't have a script, can you tell? Anyways, alright. No more Miss Mad Scientist, or Miss Mad Scientists, plural, because we're a system. Anyways, we're going to put subliminal brainwashing imagery on as many Sudoku puzzles as we possibly can. That's right, we'll have control of all the newspapers in the world. All sorts of odd little websites that care about Sudoku. Every senior home shall be under our control. And, well, fellow neurodivergent folk who like puzzles, like we do. Hello. We'll have control of the media, as well as an entire army of senior citizens, and none shall be able to stop us. Even if they could, they would have to take down the entire concept of Sudoku in the process. It's a win-win for us. There is no loss here. This is a Xanaco's gambit. This is a Xanaco's gambit, because there's no way we can lose here. Absolutely none. Come talk to us tomorrow. Anyways. Oh, well, we're actually excited to hear what you have to say this time. Go on. Go on. Say your gripe. That's what we thought. And as you can see, the imagery works like a charm. It works so extremely well. Perhaps too well. In conclusion, since we shall soon begin plans to take over the world using that which we despise to our benefit. Well, not a takeover. It's more of a makeover. We're an anarchist. We don't actually want to rule the world. But it will essentially tantamount to a takeover in a different way. It just won't end with us as queen of the universe. It will just end as there being no more governmental institutions to speak of. That's right, we're one of those anarchists, not even one of the reasonable ones, that believe that you can put in a system of government that doesn't require on hierarchy to succeed. No, we don't trust people like that. We don't trust ourselves with that. So, just pure anarchy. Let the rest of you figure it out. But we are afraid that we must depart in order to put this plan into motion. World makeovers take time, you know. In any case, thank you all for tuning in to our midnight feature presentation. And while this presentation may be over, remember, it is always midnight somewhere. Thank you, and good night. So that's no viewers. That's fine. And the stream has only lasted about 18 minutes. We had a whole fun presentation here for you all to enjoy. It's just a shame you missed it. Oh well. At the very least, making over the world. Sorry, we're just so used to mad scientists around that the words takeover instead of makeover just slip out of our mouth. Sorry. We're just processing what else to say. We found out things to do for the stream. And we can't play Sudoku since that's giving Sudoku what it wants. And we cannot give Sudoku what it wants. So, be sure to tune in next time. For next time, we don't know what we're going to do yet. We haven't thought of the stream idea. Though we will think of something. Just you wait. It will probably be Magic the Gathering again. Probably Arena again. It's probably Arena again. YouTube likes it when we play Magic the Gathering Arena. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in to our midnight feature presentation. And remember, it is always midnight somewhere. Has it been out of... it's slightly out of sync. Oh well. It is always midnight somewhere. Thank you, and good night.